Hey everybody, JitteryJay here. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Today we're checking out, welcome Hangover Gang by the way. Today we're checking out Tom MacDonald Exposure. I know this one just from listening to the CDs. I haven't seen the video yet, but since I have all the CDs, I have heard the song. I remember the song fairly well. Like I said, I just haven't seen the video yet, so this should be interesting. Anyway, before we get started, we're going to hit the like and subscribe on the original video. That's the important part, is to show support everywhere we go. All of Tom's links will be in the description below, including a link to the original video. That way you can do the same if you wish. That being said, let me click this on, and then let's get into this. Yeah. See how this video goes. Like I said, I remember most of this song. Well, it's been a while since I've heard it, but I remember most of it. It's a good song.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward.
Right.
All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers.
Right.
Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all
Right. He touched on that in when he did Dear Rappers. He was talking about them teaching people how to live in a way that they never would, because yeah, is their demographic is these young kids, and they're so impressionable at that age that they want to emulate what they see on the screen. And yeah, unfortunately, that gets a lot of kids killed. Gang violence and everything else. It's crazy. But yeah, he's got a point. What did they have in common? They all went to college, but they still rap like about being on the streets and not having nothing and all that shit.
off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet.
Right.
Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. That make you stupid with Xanax, that make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors.
Right.
Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to...
That's what I was just talking about. He said they used the music to influence youth and influence minors. Or to confuse the youth and influence minors. That's what I was talking about with these kids being so impressionable. They don't grasp that that's just what they're portraying. It's not real life, so they try to emulate that. That's what I was getting at. Anyway, back this up.
Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power?
Wait. I went back not far enough.
Some vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. That make you stupid with Xanax, that make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power? To buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours.
Right.
To turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system. Cause there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women till they are all that you crave.
Sad
So
but
you
true.
don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends.
So he's talking about 6ix9ine. That's the only one that comes to mind with the rainbow hair and the weird clothes. That's Tekashi. And that's only because he was all over Facebook when that went down, when he got caught. It was, yeah, it was all over the place. So that's the only reason his picture comes to mind. That's, all the memes that came from that were unreal. Anyway, that's got to be what he's talking about.
Hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban
Right.
trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel. Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters.
Right.
All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny. Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald, welcome
like
to
this
the
part.
show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution to losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise, I quantify the figures, cause I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire
Right.
all along, I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors, but what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars?
I like that. Was a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars. But yeah, I like that flow he had going right there. I like that whole verse, or that whole part of the verse right there. It's yeah, I could resonate with
Cut
that.
me with scissors, but what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming. And I'm designed to find it funny when they whine cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended.
Right.
You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't
I like that. You say talk is cheap, but you act like it's expensive. Yeah. In other words, you say talk's cheap, but you act like your word means so much more than everyone else's. Yeah. Hypocrites, basically.
Every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record, no one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential's so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters getting caught in the crowd.
Right.
I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your arguments.
That smug look on his face right there.
I said or I'll say, if you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away.
That right there. That look says it all.
Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience, just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it.
Right.
You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If you're being true to myself.
Exactly. That's why I hate when people beat around the bush about shit. It's like because they're afraid that what they say is going to offend someone. It's like just say it. If they get offended, so what? I almost cussed there. I can't do that on YouTube. But if people get offended, so what? I've always been like that, straight to the point. And I prefer people to be like that with me. If you have a problem with me, tell me. We'll solve it. Don't beat around the bush about it.
Say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth.
Right.
There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need
Hardest bar right there in the whole song. If you're censoring your heart, what's the reason for living? In other words, if you're not following your dreams, what are you doing? You're existing, and it's not living.
all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never asked for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire, I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
I like that. No credits on that one. Yeah, I like that a lot. Like you said, back that up just a little bit. I want to hear that last bar again.
Find the ambition to go make something of their life while
they can't find the ambition to go make something of their life while they just die for attention. Or instead of just die for attention.
to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
While they die for attention. I thought that's what he said. Anyway, this is a great song. He calls everybody out pretty much. It's all the hypocrites, you know, people that say one thing and then do another, or tell you not to do something, then they go ahead and do it, or get offended by every little possible thing, but yet, if you catch them in the right moment, they're doing the exact same thing they're getting offended by, 99% of the time. And yeah, it grates on the nerves really bad. Anyway, like I said, I thought this was a great song, but I would love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments. Let me know what else I got to check out, and I will get there as soon as I possibly can. If you're still here and haven't done so yet, be ever so grateful if you hit the like and subscribe before you go. It goes a long way towards supporting the channel and helping it grow. That being said, that is just about going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me as much as I enjoyed watching it with you, and I hope to see you on the next one. I love you guys. Peace. Hey guys, make sure to check out one of my other videos right here at JitteryJay.